All right, cool. We are live. So welcome everybody to the live Q&A session for PriceTrap, focusing on Gold Cup. We're going to be breaking down a lot of information. I'm going to unmute these lines in about 60 to 2 minutes after. I briefly go through my story. I just want everybody to know who I am and the fact that I've studied this strategy, the fact that I've back tested this numerous times and have taken like dozens and dozens of pages of notes on this exact strategy that we're going to be discussing is going to be absolutely so valuable. And it's going to really take trading where you think it's at right now. Like however your perception of trading is going to take it and simplify it. That's all we want to do. This whole price trap strategy is just taking trading and simplifying it 100% so that you can teach it to like literally a 6th grader, 7th grader, to like your grandmother or whoever, aunts, uncles. Because in order to bring I Am Mastery Academy to $1 billion, we're not only going to have to appeal to the younger demographics, you know, people 18 to 30, but also people 30 to 60. So this is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to unmute the lines. And if anybody has any questions, just simply unmute yourself and then we can go from there. I mean, really, I just want to get some interaction as well with this, just so everybody can feel like they're included in this strategy. I'm going to be sharing my screen as well, just briefly going through it, what it looks like, how you can apply it, different strategies, and maybe be giving out some live setups as well. So what's good? Curtis, Victoria. Okay, awesome. So yeah, here, what I'll do just to get this thing like started off right is I will show you guys literally how I have my chart set up. Okay, just so from the beginning, you can know where to go from where you first get set up. Okay, so when you first get set up and you first get on TradingView, you're gonna set your charts up just the same way that I have them here. Reason why is because the top educator of our company, Mr. Chris Derrick, is literally the one who created the TradingView video in the 400 series on the Market Academy, on the Mastery Academy in the 400 and 300 series. So this man right here, who literally has taught thousands and thousands of people all across the world, tells you how to break down your charts and how to set them up exactly how we see them here. So if we go to settings, if we literally double tap, go to settings, go to appearance, he has session breaks on. So make sure your session breaks are on. And then this is what this color settings look like as well. So you can see all white background, just so everything pops, just so everything is clear. So it's a lot more easier to see. So let's say somebody has to wear glasses or somebody doesn't like staring at a screen for a period of time. They could actually just see the charts and know that these wicks and these candles are a lot easier to see. Okay, so I'll leave this up for a second just so you guys can copy this or take a picture of it, screenshot it. Okay, so those are the colors. Now another key, a key thing that I want to bring to everyone's attention as well is this thing on the right here. So when you first open up TradingView, you're going to see these buttons up here. There's a camera, there's a blue publish button. When you log into your account, it'll allow you to publish your ideas and really create a community in TradingView, which is neat. But this is a huge thing that I want to mention to everyone. It's called a watch list, or what I like to call it is the arsenal. So pretty much if you have trade setups that have not yet activated, which we're going to go through and go over, and to see how we can actually like look at setups and, you know, create them from literally thin air or from the harmonic scanner, you'll be able to see that you're able to have this flag. If you just click this flag, that's called having it in a watch list. That's called having it in your arsenal. So let's say we click on it, USDJPY. Okay, this is what it would look like. If we take our previous level of resistance from the wick, we create a horizontal line. Now, when we create a horizontal line, these are the settings. It's literally a purple line and it's dotted, just so that way it pops and you're able to see the candles within as well as the zones. So then I just create that right here. This is a perfect example. As I put this line on the top of this wick, I'm putting this other line, this box, this is like the ceiling box that we're creating right now. We're going to put this line right on the close, the top of that body of the wick. So for this candle, the green candle, this is the top one because it's the one that's reaching out the most. It's the highest one in this series of candles on the 1 hour time frame for USD JPY. We literally put it on that wick and on that body of the candle. So what we created is literally a zone, a price reversal zone, or a ceiling box is what Christopher Derrick likes to refer to it as in the price trap strategy, right? Now we go to the bottom to go and create the floor box. So same idea, same concept. This is why I'm talking not in weird Fibonacci retracement terms. I'm not using crazy language here. I'm just using floor boxes and ceiling boxes to mark up where it is in the chart to have price trapped. And then when we get price trapped, we can literally watch to see how it reacts from these areas. That's when we as traders can respond to how it reacts from these areas, right? So for the second floor box, you just take your horizontal line and you put it at the lowest point of the previous level of support. Or you can just call it making a floor box. Makes it so much more easier, so much more simple. All right. So this is literally how it should look. This is how your chart should look, okay? Then you go to your rectangle tool from that top to that bottom. You go to the settings, coordinates to shoot this across. Double tap on the second price bar. Just put a bunch of zeros so it evens out. It'll go to 15,000. Press OK, and boom, you just created a zone. You literally created a zone with 1, 2, 3 drawing tools. You created a zone where price came into, tapped off of, and dropped. Price went into the zone, dropped. It tapped into it, but it never passed it. So that ceiling never became a floor, right? Same thing on the bottom. Same thing on the floor. Floor, ceiling. That's how we do it. That's it right there. Now for this trade right here, I just picked a random pair. Usually I only trade, we only trade pairs that are called out on the scanner, on the harmonic scanner. But for right now, this is just an example for instructive purposes. You literally are waiting for price to either break through this floor because it was previously a floor over here because of these wicks bouncing off. You wait for price to break through, close below it, and then come back into the zone. Anywhere in the zone, doesn't matter. People always ask me, like, where's the perfect retest? There is no such thing as a perfect retest. It just has to be within the vicinity. It just has to be within the zone in that blue rectangle box, that floor box that you just drew. So literally, and I'm going to give examples of this as well, so that way you have some clarity and you can get all your questions answered about how to work this strategy, how to make it actually work. So that way people are doubling their accounts. If you literally catch 1,000 pips a month using proper risk management, only risking 30 pips per trade, then you're going to have a positive ROI no matter what. Even if you risk 30 pips on every trade and you lose 5 trades, but then you gain, let's say, a minimum of 50 pips on every single trade. So you lose 150, but you gain 250. So that's a positive ROI. That's a 100 pip move for, let's say, that week. If the entire week you only take 10 trades, you lose 5 trades, right, at 30 pips, because that's your stop loss no matter what, and then you gain 50 pips, you're still positive ROI. You're still making money. You're still on top at the end. So, I mean, who's fired up about that? Like, let's get some ones. Let's get some fire emojis up in here because this is crazy. Like, the way that this works is if you just got to work it. The way that this works is you just got to work it. A lot of people are thinking that trading is easy. What's up, Laurent? What's up, everybody on here? I appreciate each and every single one of you guys getting on here because this shows me who's serious. This shows me who who really wants to take their trading to the next level, if you're really in here, if you're really in this and you're really dedicated, you're really committed, you're going to put something on the line, and that's going to be your time. That's going to be your effort. That's going to be your energy. And that's going to be literally your fingers. Everyone has fingers on here. We all have fingers. We all have 5 fingers. If you put your fingers on your laptop or on your phone and you're literally marking up charts, it's just like, before you go into Instagram stories, you should probably go into TradingView just to check to see if price is going into your zone. I don't know. People are checking Instagram stories like it's their day job. They're not getting paid for it. Unless you are getting paid for it, then disregard that. But if you're literally just checking these zones to see where everything started and to see, here, hold up. I'm gonna unmute these mics. Unmute all. Okay, let's go. What's up?
What's up?
What's good, everyone?
What's good, bro?
I actually muted everybody instead of unmuting everyone. I'm sorry about that. Everyone was talking. Sorry. We good now, though? Yeah, okay. So now that I have some feedback, now that I have some real humans' voices in the background, what's good, everyone? I want to make sure that everyone understands what I just broke down. Floor box, ceiling box, wait for price to reveal itself, wait for the breakout, and then wait for the retest back into the zone. If you honestly just wait for that, you're going to have total success and total control. Like, because with trading, you want to have control of your emotions, not the market. You can't control the market, but you want to have control of your emotions. You want to have control over, if the market does this, I will respond this way, right? If the market does this, then I'm going to respond exactly to a T this way. So for this example, literally I'm waiting and playing the patience game, because one of my mentors for this whole thing said that one time, you don't make money when you're trading, because trading is literally just going on your phone or your trading outlet, pressing buttons, and that's it. That's trading. But like the real money and the real wealth is created in the waiting, because Warren Buffett said that these markets are just a transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. So whoever's the most patient is going to win. Whoever's the most patient is going to win. Write that one down, because that's a good key right there to follow and really embody. If you're not patient with not only your process, not only these charts, but just yourself as a trader, as a human, sheesh, it's a great time to be alive, everyone. Like, it's great. I'm loving it. Who else is fired up about this? Okay, and for everyone who's also diehard, for everyone else, for everyone who's diehard on here, I have this video that I recorded a few days ago called The Holy Grail of Trading. It has not dropped yet, but I'm really waiting on it, because what I go into on this is straight up back testing. I call it a back test fest. So it's literally going into the charts. Here, I'm gonna make this bigger. You guys can see it. It's literally going into the charts, marking up each and every single one of these areas where you could have capitalized on trades, and then identifying them previously, because what happens is history repeats itself. It has the tendency to do things over and over and over again. So even just this example right here, how it's broken down in front of you. Literally, you could go and see the floor, breaks the floor, becomes a ceiling. Floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling. Also a ceiling over here. Breaks the floor, becomes a ceiling. Breaks the floor, becomes a ceiling, all the way down. The whole trending market. And it just happens over and over and over and over again. So that's going to drop on YouTube as well. What was that? Here, yo, if anybody has any questions, I'm going to open up the mics for about 5 minutes. And then, let's see. Yeah, if anybody has any questions on that, I'm going to shut up right now. And I'm going to let everybody on here get a say. Any questions about like just PriceTrap in general, like where the retest is or anything like that? Like, what do you have to wait for? Anything? Just throw it at me.
I got a question. So with when you're creating both the floors and the ceiling, how do you know necessarily which candle wicks to go with? I know you said it's the one that's sticking out the most, but where at in as far as time frame goes, right? Do you go to the most recent, or do you go back? I mean, how far back do you go?
For like back testing, you mean?
Yeah, like when you're just creating like floors and ceilings with the when you're creating it on the wick, right? Like yeah, exactly. Go to your screen real quick. So like for example, you see how you made that what caused you to make the floor where you made it, right? Like the floor where you made it based on those wicks, right?
Right.
But why did you not do it based on the wick like to the left of it?
Like right over here?
Yeah.
Because it's the most recent level that's been created.
Okay, so you go to the most recent level for the ceiling. Is it the same thing, or with the floor? Is it the same thing with the ceiling?
Same thing.
Okay.
Same thing. So the most recent level, because of this huge candle right here for this specific pair, is right here. There was no other ceiling. There was no other, like, yeah, sure, I could have moved it down here, but then we're not able to capitalize on this whole move.
Yeah.
So if I keep it up here, the ceiling is more relevant, because it's actually, if it breaks above this ceiling, which I drew up right here, and it breaks above it and closes, and then moves back into this zone in this yellow circle, that's where you're going to enter the trade. That's where Christopher Derrick has the rules set up, because it's confirming that this ceiling, this resistance, is now becoming support, and then it's going to be a continue or a shift in momentum to go upwards, because right now we're in an uptrend. So this is what we would be waiting for, is a break to the upside, a retest, and a continuation. Or I also drew out the other pattern, which is this, because literally the markets only go either down, up, or sideways. That's it. Simple. That's the only thing I could do ever. So don't get it twisted about these head and shoulders patterns or like all these like crazy things. Like, I don't concern myself with too much with that, because at the end of the day, it's floors, ceilings, and that's it. If you put your floors and your ceilings where they're supposed to be at the most recent levels, and you just be patient and you wait, here, like, check it out. Right here. This is a perfect example too, because this literally just happened like a couple days ago. I just drew this up. Watch. When price, and here I'll draw this one up too, because this is the floor. This is like the bottom of the floor, right? So if I draw this up too.
So basically, you would just use the previous ones as ways of determining, like, if it were to drop, down to that second support level, then you can, and then it broke through that, you would be able to use that third support level as a basically as an indication of where it might be going to.
Right.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Like, it's so simple, right? Even just saying that out loud is like, what, really? Could it really be that easy? Yeah, it is. You have your zone right here. It's from the wick, the end of the wick, to the body of the candle. You drop your zone, okay? Price tapped off of this zone, created a new zone up here, so a floor or a ceiling. So it's a ceiling, it's a ceiling, it's a ceiling. It's tapping off of it as resistance, and then it finally breaks through it on the 1 hour, and then watch. It comes back down to retest right in that zone, right in that yellow circle. So it broke the ceiling, which was previously a ceiling, and became a new floor. And then this is crazy, because if we even go on the 15-minute, which is where I do all my entries, you literally go on the 15-minute time frame, you can see this more in depth.
Saturdays off. No, Thursdays and Fridays off. And I have.
And that's
so simple.
I'm curious about. Is this strategy only on the 1 hour time frame?
Mark everything up on the 1 hour, and then 30-minute or 15-minute for entries.
Okay. And then as far as like the pairs, are there any particular pairs that this strategy is a little bit iffy on?
No, it works on every single pair. However, when you trap price on every single pair, this is what I found out from just doing this by myself, is if you like literally go through these charts and every single pair you mark it up, sometimes it's not gonna work out the way you wanted it to, because you own like what Christopher Derrick does on his, I don't know why Gold Cup's not working right now. Sorry guys. Crazy. But when you get trades from the harmonic scanner, that's where you're really going to confirm that it's a high probability trade setup. You don't want to just take this with any pair. You want to take this with the PriceTrap. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why. Is anyone else's Gold Cup acting up right now?
I'll tell you right now.
I'm trying to show PriceTrap right now, and it's not even gonna let me. But yeah, so I mean, when you're looking at like, yeah, this could work on any pair for sure, 100%. Like we could go to anyone, AUD, CAD right now. You go reset everything, go on the 1 hour, and then do this. From the bottom.
Can you show an example where it's not working?
Here. So this would be the example. AUD, CAD on the 1 hour time frame. If you're seeing these charts, you know that you're waiting for a break and a retest to the upside or to the downside. That's it. You're waiting for a break of the ceiling to become a floor, and you're waiting for a break of the floor to become a ceiling. Why did I pick these areas, you might ask, right? Because up here, we can see that it broke. It was a floor, it was a floor, it was a floor, and then it broke and retested and became a ceiling. And then boom, same thing. Broke, retested, became a ceiling. So now we're stuck in here. We're trapped. We're like in between these two barriers. So now the whole play here would be to go up or to go down. Now, if one of those happens, awesome. We have to wait for a close of the 1 hour candle, and then we wait for the candle to close back inside of this zone. If it doesn't retest, we don't enter.
So you only wait on the close of the candle, not necessarily if the candle comes down into that zone.
Yeah, we have to wait for a close into the zone. Like as long as the candle or the price goes into the zone, then that's validation that it just went into the zone and retested. Right? Before I said there was no perfect retest. But when you're looking at these pairs and you're watching them go into the zone, that's more confirmation.
Okay.
Influence.
So you said like when you were testing on all the pairs, you noticed that on some pairs it was not working.
Yeah.
Can you show an example?
Like Bitcoin, for example.
But all the Forex one, it works.
Yeah, like that's it's possible to do it with every single pair if you want to really practice. But then
it doesn't work. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that it can work for every single pair, but like see for this one, I drew this one up, price was trapped, and then it broke. So now and this is like a perfect example of a trade playing out as I'm drawing it out, right? So I drew it out to have it break and come back up to retest and then continue on, right? It broke out. Can everyone agree that it was a floor here and then it broke out? Now I'm just waiting for price to come back up, retest into this blue zone, this blue box, this floor box, and then drop. And that's when we enter. We use proper risk management. We risk 30 pips and put a 30 pip.
That scenario, it raises another question. It's like how deep, what extent can it go so that we know it's just a retracement and then an extension, other than like it's just gonna be like a huge retracement, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like this is a huge retracement, I agree. Yeah. But all we're really after here is a concept. We just want price to break and then come back into this zone, which was previously a floor, now confirming it as a new ceiling. And then it will drop.
Like even if it's huge retracement, it may always work.
Yeah, like to put it simply, if price does not ever make it up to this level, like let's say price only goes up to here,
yeah,
and then drops, There's no entry.
Okay.
The only way that we're going to enter this trade, and the only way that you ever will get into a trade on PriceTrap, and the only way it will get to your sent to your phone through Gold Cup is if it goes back into the zone and it retests the previous level of either a floor and a ceiling as a newfound floor or a ceiling. That's it.
Okay. So I have another question. Because if we have like PriceTrap, the app, like the thing, we don't need to draw them like ourselves, right? At this point.
You can literally go on the app, which I mean I'm having some technical difficulties with right now as we can see, but when we go onto the app, yeah, is everybody else's Gold Cup not working?
Yeah, it wasn't working for me.
Man, I guess they must be loading some more fire up in there because
Yeah, exactly. They are updating it, I guess. Or
maybe they're fixing some bugs. But with the new IM Mastery Academy format and layout and interface is going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of bugs and a lot of things, getting fixed and tested over the next few weeks, over the next, maybe a couple months. But I'm excited for where this company is going, just trading wise, because if you literally jump on these London sessions and you jump on the PriceTrap sessions, you're gonna get full in-depth information from a top trader that I'm personally learning from, and I'm personally doing this strategy to a T. Like I do not waver. So if I was literally standing in front of Christopher Derrick right now, breaking down this strategy to you guys the exact same way, he'd be like, yeah, if we could just duplicate this, then we would have an army of self-sufficient traders who can get the newest people in to say, yo, hey, can you draw a floor box? Yeah. Could you draw a ceiling box? Yeah. Could you wait for price to break below or break above that box? Yeah, you can. Okay, awesome. Now, can you wait again for that price to go back into that box? You can. Okay, awesome. Then you can become wealthy with a little bit of patience.
The new one, the newbies, do they need to still do the academy? Or like,
yeah, PriceTrap Academy is coming soon.
No, I'm saying the IM Academy.
The IM Academy is up and running right now.
No, I'm saying would they have to do like I've done it, right? But the new people, would they have to do it in order to understand PriceTrap or not necessarily?
I mean, look, there's going to be a way when you I don't want to give too much away because, we can't give away all the secrets, but PriceTrap Academy is going to be dropped soon. And for people who just want to kind of streamline the whole process of getting into trading and getting to understand how the markets work and how you can start without submerging yourself in hours and hours and hours of education and just watch these few videos on PriceTrap. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely insane. There's a video on boxes. There's a video on floors. There's a video on ceilings. There's a video on retests. And there's a video on the holy grail of trading, which is the back testing that I made the video on. So it's going to be crazy. If you literally go through this PriceTrap Academy, it's going to set you up for not only success, but it's going to set you up to use PriceTrap properly. So that way, Christopher Derrick himself is teaching you how to use the application to the best way, to the best possible ability you can. And I'm excited. I can't wait. Some ones in the chat if you're excited for PriceTrap Academy. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, it's exciting, guys. Do we have any more questions before we jump off here? Did anybody have any breakthroughs on this?
Yeah, that clarified a lot.
This quick video chat thing.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again?
I haven't been able to get on because these people, they're switching schedules.
Okay, all good. This is recorded.
Totally, man.
Yeah, the mic on?
This is pre-recorded, right? Because I just joined.
Yeah, if you just jumped on, for everybody just jumping on, this was recorded. I went in depth on a few examples on how to draw floors, how to draw ceilings, how to draw the boxes for PriceTrap. Right now, Gold Cup is actually down and not working currently. So if you guys want to get on there, I don't know if you can. You can still try, but we're going to definitely do these sessions more often. So, and I'm always here too, right? If you guys want to reach out to me, my Instagram is IM, the letters IM, and then Will Simon. So you could reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Hit me up on anything, right? And I'm going to be able to answer these questions for you as well. So, but yeah, Eric and Brandon, I appreciate you guys jumping on so much. For real, it means a lot. This is recorded. I'm going to get the recording to each and every single one of you guys, so that way you can get this out to your teams, get it to everybody who wants to learn PriceTrap.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Okay. You stay awake until 1 a.m. like, in order to attend like Christopher sessions?
You know what? People always ask this too. Like, that's a good question. When is the best time to trade? Well, the answer is the best time to trade is when the pairs that you're watching are moving. That's the best time to trade. The best time to trade is when your floor box gets broken and is becoming a new ceiling. The best time to trade is when your ceiling box gets broken and is becoming a new floor box. That's the best time to trade. Doesn't matter. It could be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Could be 3 o'clock in the morning. Could be 4 o'clock. It doesn't matter. It could be 8:15. I don't know. I can't predict these markets. I can just respond to how they react off of my ceiling levels and my floor levels. That's all you can do. And that's enough.
World Cup is back, guys.
Yeah, so we got about four minutes here. If anybody has any other questions, any other comments, concerns, quotes. Is anybody in any trades currently?
Yeah.
Don't flash any profits on here either, though. Don't flash any profits on here either, because you got to protect the house, everyone. If you're using this strategy and you're posting profits, please do not post profits. You will get emailed from support to take it down, because we're trying to be here 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50, 100 years from now. I'm trying to hand this down to my kids. Longevity, baby.
Let's go.
What do you think about GBP USD?
I knew somebody was going to ask that. Let's go. Okay, really quick, because I have 3 minutes left here on this recording.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, GBP USD. Here's how it would look. So literally, if you're using this strategy, what you're going to do is go here.
But you on that move, man.
Sheesh. That was a biggie. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that's all I'm waiting for.
You gonna drink the water?
That's it right there. So price is trapped. Drop the zones. And I'm going to drop this in the chat too, so you can have this. There's also CAD CHF is going up right now too. And Euro CAD is about to die, but trade at your own risk. That's not financial advice.
So drop 5 standards by now.
No. And like I want you guys to take a mental note of how long this is taking me to do right now. Like literally moving my fingers up and down on the keyboard. So if you can mark up a chart instead of in 20 minutes, if you can mark it up in 2 minutes, how much more time is that going to save you? If you're literally waiting for a retest of these new levels in these boxes, wow, change the game. There you go. That's what I think about GU right now. I think this floor box needs to be broken and to become a ceiling box. And then I'm entering the sell position, twin trading, using proper risk management, which is 0.01 per 100. Or if price continues to go up, I want it to break this ceiling and then become a new floor, and then boom. Proper risk management. Let's go, baby. You got it. Yeah, I'm going to take a picture. And then I'm put this in the chat as well. Well, we have about 1 minute here, guys. I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys who participated, who got value from this, who had a breakthrough, who liked hearing the sound of my voice, whatever the case may be. But I love each and every single one of you guys. If you're in IM Mastery Academy, just know that you are, because you are good enough. Everyone repeat after me. I am good enough.
I am
Good enough.
good enough.
Go.
I am
You
great
are good enough. I am
Teamwork.
great. I am amazing. I am a 9-figure trader. All right, let's go, boys and girls.
Glorious.
I love each and every single one of you guys. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Definitely. By the way, where would I find the